Welcome everyone to today's live stream. How's everyone doing today? Today we are joined by Keenan. If he's there, probably left. He's going to be joining in the next little bit. Today we are flying from Salt Lake City, Utah, to Dallas-Fort Worth in Dallas, Texas. KSLC, KDFW.
Go ahead, Delta.
So, how's everyone doing today? There's VATSIM down there. So, how's everyone doing today? Everyone having a good day? So, today we are flying in the FS Labs A321 NEO with American Airlines. What a beauty of an aircraft it is. This looks amazing. Oh, someone with an A321 Delta Airlines. So, there you go. We're going to be flying in the FS Labs A321 NEO. Very good aircraft it is, so it's going to be fun. And without further ado, we're also going to be, before we get started, I also want to say that we are going to be flying in VATSIM. I cannot wait to fly in VATSIM today. It's going to be fun. And this is the Freeware Salt Lake City Airport that we are in. It is not a horrible scenery. I like it a lot. I cannot wait to fly out of here today. Unfortunately, today there's no ATC in Salt Lake, so I'm going to have to face it, and I'm going to have to calculate everything appropriately. You did hear that there was someone who arrived on VATSIM, so that is true. So we're going to get started here. We're going to turn our batteries on so that the fuel can go into the aircraft properly. Turn our navigation lights on. Ground control is absolutely on. Cruise supply is on. We want to always turn our navigation lights on. So that's
Salt Lake traffic Delta 829 texting 16 left Echo Hotel, Salt Lake.
There's VATSIM. We're also going to turn on our constraints, our ADFs. Okay. Let's go ahead and enter our information from GSX today. So, how's everyone doing today? Everyone doing good? Okay, so let's go to our services. Let's do a... Hang on. Let's go to refueling. And let's also get the SimBrief integration going. Reload SimBrief. Awesome. What did everyone do today? Everyone have fun? Alright, so we're going to get our flight information initialized. Our flight plan. Init data requested. Should come in. There you go. Salt Lake City to Dallas Fort Worth. Let's go to our AOC menu. Go to the OFP data. We're going to request the fuel first, and then let's see if the fuel truck is arriving. There you go. So we'll take care of that here in just a second. Got so much to do. So in the next hour. So we need to... No. Let's go ahead and operate the catering service. Let's do airfare.
Alaska 719, this is Delta 829. Am I not showing up? It's traffic.
Are you the Delta that passed by me at the gate or back at the rim?
I should be behind you.
Nah, the last Delta I seen
There's VATSIM.
was at the rim.
I'm going to listen to the communication that's going on, so...
Roger.
Just in case if they add me into the conversation.
Nah, I see you behind me now.
Okay. Let's get the lavatory service. Let's also get the water service.
Did I catch you?
All right, let's
Yeah,
see.
you did, but it's fine.
Shit, my bad, man.
So we're hearing a little bit of ATC compared to last time. So yeah, there you go. Carrying Eagles are in position. Very good.
I might get a quick departure. Salt Lake City traffic, Alaska 719 departing. 16 left on a go, 1 departure. Salt Lake traffic.
Ground just hopped on, so I'm gonna switch over.
Oh, whoa. Oh, wow. Salt Lake City just logged on. Hang on. Let me get a Salt Lake City 123.775. Okay. 23.775. 8.775. There you go.
Alaska 719, you can contact Salt Lake City Center 125.57 for departure.
Whoa, getting quite a bit of lag. Lag.
2557 for
Oh, boy.
departure. Alaska
I don't know what's going on
719.
here.
Delta 829, contact Salt Lake City Center
I wonder if
125.57.
the VATSIM is lagging the whatchamacallit. Hold on. Yeah, that's pretty big. Okay. Maybe a little
Delta
bit.
1595, you're on.
I'm gonna try and.
So like ground Delta 829.
Delta 829, contact Salt Lake City Center 125.57.
Over to center, Delta 829.
Salt Lake City Center. 123.775. Requesting IFR clearance to Dallas Fort Worth International Airport. AAL 1214.
American 1213, I already sent you a PDC. I can give you a voice clearance if you want.
Sounds good. IFR Squawk 3142. Okay. Wow, I'm getting a little bit of lag today. Woo! That's.
American 1214, did you receive the PDC?
American 1214, I did receive the squawk code 3142 to Dallas Fort Worth and the clearance delivery in the ACARS tab.
American 1214, thank you.
Okay.
Delta 1595, you have.
GSX, send, print. Let's see what happens. Hopefully, yeah, now I'm getting more frames. That's better. I don't know what happened. GSX, what just happened? That's interesting. We need our fuel. Refueling services have been requested. Oh, weird. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so squawk code today is going to be... what did I say? Today's squawk code will be 3142, okay. 314, no. Weird. Okay, so squawk code... 3142. There you go. Stand by. Very good. Thank you. All right, we'll then get our flight plan ready to go while we're waiting. Then we'll board passengers. All right. So according to today's flight plan, 37,000 feet today. So, well, let me see. What our to 370. Maintain 9,000 feet. Expect flight level 370. Okay. So 9,000 feet for today's departure. Oh, that's awesome. There's someone on ground. I'm getting quite a bit of lag today. Hold on. Departure today is going to be 16 left. And then today's is going to be Zion Z1 and cancel. Zion Z1. And then
Attention all aircraft, solid ground's coming back in
Hammer was
2 minutes.
the transition. Okay, let's go ahead and clear the manual, delete the manual, and delete the flight plan discontinuity so that we don't go off radar or off the flight plan. We don't want that. Okay, so then Dallas-Fort Worth today. Going to be arrival 13 right, yes. And then third key. There you go. And then that was our SID, our transition is Medano. Okay. Yep, there you go. Insert. There you go. So let's go to our plan mode, make sure that's all good. Good so far. Oh, what? Oh. We want to do 18 right. Sorry. 18 right, because for some reason I chose 18 right and then SimBrief messed it all up, so bird key and Madonna, insert. Alright, let's see how that goes. That's interesting. Insert. Ooh, I'm gonna figure this whole issue out. Hold on. Okay, so get rid of that discontinuity. That should be good. Insert. There you go. So there's the approach set into Dallas-Fort Worth. Awesome. Okay. So we're all ready to go. All right. So we have to then...
Solid ground's back.
Okay. Getting a little bit of lag in the air. I hope this is not VATSIM causing my sim to lag. Okay, so then... Oh, is my fuel truck in position? No, it isn't. Oh my gosh. Alright, we'll do an instant. Doesn't matter to me. Okay, let's request the refueling. I don't know why the refueling's having a bit of trouble today. And then we'll request the boarding. Awesome, thank you. So then what we'll do is we will grab our, whatchamacallit? Our takeoff information for today. Oh, we are getting really slow frames today. I don't know why. I think today's runway, what we said was 16 left. Okay. 16 left. Calculate. 160, 165, 167. Perfect. We're into that. Okay, great. Go to our perf page. Go ahead and insert that. Very good. This time, I hope it works. It just goes. That's so weird. Okay, we'll just instant it. Okay, so the OFP data. Let's do instant fuel. Doesn't matter to me. I wish we could do real-time fuel. That would be amazing. But it is what it is. I can't complain. Okay, so 2-hour flight today. So we will be... Yeah, a few more frames. So that's good. Yeah, it is kind of laggy. So we've got Salt Lake ground on, I think. So we'll get the terrain on. It doesn't look as laggy or as terrible as the time we did LAX this weekend. However, it does look to me that Beyond ETC did cause a little bit of lag. All right, so let's go to our flight plan. That should all be good. We need to wait for the fuel preds until we have all the information in. Go to our connections. Make sure that everything's okay. Okay, so deboarding, service completed. Boarding passengers now. Perfect. Good. Okay. Gosh, look at the frames today. I don't know what it is. It's interesting. Could be VATSIM. Network's just running slow today. I don't know if it is or not. Yeah, so Salt Lake ground's still on, so that's good. We should be able to request pushback and start. Let's see if there's any other airplanes on our map. Look like it. But right now, looking fine. Alright, so passengers are boarding on right now. It's great. It's great. Whoa, bit of lag. Okay. Yeah, once we get out of Salt Lake, we should not be as bad for lag. So we also want to set the standard pressure for today. Hold on. We have to do that. We cannot forget about that. So the toolbox, okay, SLC, requests that 29.70. Okay. QNH for today. The pressure going into the aircraft. QNH is an altimeter, and what it means is it defines how much pressure is applied to the aircraft, and it also determines how fast, or it's a determinant of how fast and how high an aircraft can go. At 18,000 feet in the United States, you set standard pressure to STD mode. So, and then when you're done with 18,000 feet, then you set that off standard pressure mode. Then you change the pressure based on the current area and the weather conditions. Okay, so there you go. Alright, so there's one person on VATSIM right now. goodness, this is... I hope we're gonna get a smooth takeoff out of Salt Lake today. Yeah, that's really... I'm gonna go ahead and make my thumbnail. Hold on a second. My video thumbnail. Okay, so we've done the landing speeds. What a nice thumbnail that is. Nice. This is much better now. 68 frames. Alright, so then the boarding is still commencing, so... We have, well, let me see, the... 87 out of 177 boarded. Oh, that's an iFly flight, essentially. Because an iFly 737 MAX 8 has 178 passengers in total, whereas the FS Labs is somewhere in the 200 range. It's pretty cool. So we got our fuel ready to go, connections. Let's go to our mass and balance, see where we're doing pretty good. 95 passengers, 97 now. That's awesome. Making progress. Okay. Oh, 196 passengers. Oh. Planned 196. Oh, okay. So I was wrong. Alright, we got 96 packs to go. That's not bad. They're boarding pretty fast. while this is all happening, I'm going to go AFK for a second. But while we're in flight and when we're starting operation, I cannot go AFK because that is against the code of conduct to go AFK in VATSIM. So I will be back in a second, folks. Since we were sitting on the ground, just waiting for everything to commence, we should be okay, so I'm not worried. Actually, what I will do is, in Salt Lake Ground, AAL 1214, I am going to go AFK for a second. I will let you know when I'm back. Just boarding passengers.
American 1214, you are good.
Okay. Okay, I'm back. How's everyone doing? Need to let the ATC know I'm back. American 1214, I am back.
Thank you.
Now we're getting more frames. Yikes! That was strange a little while ago. It could be causing the lag. Steel Series. I had it open. Hold on. Might be the issue. Let's see. graphics card's still trying to process it. Ranging between 30 and 40 frames. Still waiting for our passengers to board. Man, we're gonna have ground on this flight. This is gonna be awesome. All right. We're done. Woohoo! All right, so we are all boarded up. Let's go ahead and get VATSIM back on. Hold on. Whoa. That's interesting. A little bit of lag. Okay. So now what we need to do is request the fuel preds. Okay. The alternative fuel will come from SimBrief, so if we get the SimBrief, go to briefing preview. Second, I'm gonna get it up. So just one climb for one altitude for this flight, not surprised. ALTN is going to be 10021, so that's going to be 1.1, nearest 100th place. So there you go, 1.1, awesome. So our fuel is set in the aircraft. We have our perf information located already. We have our flight plan. I think we're ready to go. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and get in contact with the VATSIM ATC. American 1214 requesting pushback and engine start approved.
American 1214, push at your discretion, call for taxi information. Juliet is current.
Solid ground, AAL 1214. I apologize. Can you repeat that again?
American 1214, push at your discretion. You can call for taxi information. The ATIS information Juliet is current. The Salt Lake City altimeter 2970.
Push back at your own discretion. Altimeter 2970. The taxi via Juliet is available. American 1214. Roger. Okay, we've been approved, and pushback discretion has been approved, so we can push back with our own choice. So, very good.
Ground Delta 2817. We're in the Aliata Gate Alpha 2. Alpha 20. We're ready to taxi.
Let me get our
Delta
GSX.
2817, runway 16, right taxi via Alpha, information Juliet is current.
Got the information, got the numbers. We'll taxi via to runway 16 right via Alpha Delta 2817.
Let's also get the APUs and APU leads on. Ooh, a little bit of lag. Woo! There you go. Yikes, I don't know why we're getting lag all of a sudden. All right, let's listen to the APU startup. Awesome. Steel Series is still available. Here we go, folks. All right, APU should be on. Oh, aircraft's starting up. No worries. Okay, probably an APU issue. Seatbelts are coming on. Beacons are coming on. Checked. Very good. Now all of a sudden we're getting more frames. This is probably a startup. All right. Let's go ahead and push back departure. Departure clearance has been requested. Very good. Well, that's weird. Oh, everyone, do you see this? See it? Without even starting the IGN starter on, one of the engines is in operation. That's weird. Okay. Yeah, let's go to IGN start. Weird how that's happening. Okay, that works. We will also... What runway are we departing on today? Today is runway 16 left. Let me look at Altac, see where that information is. 16 left. Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay, so I see where I'm going. Should be a relatively medium taxi. Wouldn't be that bad. Looks like an Echo Golf taxi today. Should be. It's maintaining 9,000 feet for our ascending altitude. I'll check VATSIM again, see if it recommends. ACARS, they recommend. ACARS chat. Hold on. Maintain 9,000 feet. Expect flight level 370. Okay. Or 37,000. Hold on. Okay. Let's go to the... Okay, so we're going to push back to the right. Yes. All right, release parking brakes. Okay, parking brakes released. Push is commencing. All right, we are pushing back, folks. Let's do this. Let's also start our first engine. Engine should be motoring here in a second, so... Oh, bit of lag. set. Okay, I didn't yet. Okay. Is there something going on with the APUs? Cancel. Weird. Okay. Engine's not... Hold on. What's going on here? Alright, so... okay, so our first engine's on. Weird. It's not starting up. Hold on a second. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to expect a delay for a few minutes, so... if you can pardon me for a second, we're going to need a GPU. Oh, that's so weird.
Delta 2817, contact Salt Lake City Center,
Guys,
125.57.
Over to center. You have a good day, Delta 2817.
Oh, wow.
You as well.
Why is our engine not starting up? That's so weird. The APUs... Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on a minute. Let's not panic about this. We can do this. Interrupt, push back, yes. Wait a minute. Am I hearing something? Oh, that's so weird. That just takes a while. I see. Okay. Okay, engine 1 is starting. Let's go get engine 2. Whoa. Awesome. Oh my goodness, the frames in Salt Lake today. It could be the FS Labs flying. Ugh. Motoring takes a long time in the waiting for the jet engine to operate. New in chat. Oh wow. This is taking a while. This FS Labs takes a minute to... Giving it a minute or two. We've got engine 1 ready to go. We'll be airborne in a minute. It's just going to take a moment to start up. Yikes, lag. Does anything change? Still hasn't. So the first engine's operating. It needs a minute to... I've never seen it take this long before. Our first engine is ready to go. Yeah, we need that. Trying to see if anything can... I don't know. I'm stuck here, folks. Wait a minute. Something's happening. Oh my god. I don't know why that takes a long time. Yeah, you know what? I think the FS Labs is probably the most annoying aircraft to wait for startup. Well, it's because of how... There you go. There you go. All right. Awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and set our flaps. Test our speed brakes for today. Okay, let's go ahead and get our takeoff configuration ready. Flight control. Today's trim is going to be down to up, so it's going to be... have to set it. There you go. 0.2 down. All right. 0.2 down. Right, that's perfect. And then we need to set the pedal disc. That's correct. Let's see. We got that. Takeoff configuration. If it hasn't set... oh, yikes. That really caused lag in my game. Woo! Yeah, that... oh, goodness. All right, let's request to VATSIM. Taxi clearance. Let's also test our runners. We need to do that before we proceed with our taxis. Taxi today. Test our rudder pedals. Make sure they work. Make sure the wheel turns because of the...
Hey, Graham, good afternoon. Delta 2147 at Alpha 10 with Juliet for push.
Delta 2147 solid ground push is at your discretion. Information Juliet is current.
We have Juliet and we're clear to push for Delta 2147.
American Airlines 1214, request taxi to runway 16 left.
American 1214, solid ground. Can you turn your transponder on?
Transponder on, okay. Oh, that's right. There you go. Transponder on. Okay. American 1214, does that sound better?
American 1214, that sounds better. Runway 16 left, taxi via Echo Hotel.
Taxi via Echo Hotel, American 1214. Thank you so much. All right, release the parking brake. We are taxiing, folks. Echo Hotel. It's an Echo Hotel. Hold on a second. Well, that's gonna be really annoying. Hold on. Could be the problem. I don't know. Whoa, the scenery. Echo Hotel, okay. Alright, I'll text, where are you? So that's hotel, okay. Oh, man. Echo Hotel, okay.
Ground Delta 2147, we have Juliet, we're ready to taxi. Request the left, or correction, the right side.
Delta 2147, runway 16 right, taxi via Alpha.
Views in Salt Lake City are beautiful. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, say that again for Delta 2147.
Delta 2147, runway 16 right, taxi via Alpha.
16 right via Alpha for Delta 2147, thanks.
See, VATSIM seems like a piece of cake so far. I'm enjoying it. I've not experienced the busy airports yet, so I'm still waiting to experience it. Scenery's okay. Guess the taxiways have many issues. Also, it's Freeware Salt Lake City's okay. Even though this is ground, I will request
American 1214, contact Salt Lake City Center 125.575 nearest. Have a good night.
Contact Salt Lake Center 125.575, American 1214. Have a good day. Get to it in a second. I am...
American 1214, actually contact CTAF 119.05.
American 1214, can you say the center frequency one more time, please? Thank you.
American 1214, you can contact CTAF, centers offline, contact CTAF 119.05.
Contact CTAF Center 119.05, American 1214. Have a good day.
You as well. Delta 2147, contact CTAF 119.05. Unfortunately, center's offline now.
1905 for Delta 2147.
Very good. Okay. So we are Salt Lake Center CTAF requesting departure runway 16 left, American 1214. Oh, and I forgot the taxi lights. Whoops. And the APUs must not be on. Yep. That's a problem. Alright. Takeoff lights are coming on. Strobes are coming on. That's right. Okay. TARA and the ATC. Looks like no one's on the frequency, so take off at our own discretion. So that's good. Auto. Squawk code 3142, very good. So start at 9,000 feet, and then since there's no ATC, we should be able to go to 370. All right, so everything should be on. Let's hit it. Let's hit the road. All right, we're gonna do this, folks. I cannot wait to. One other thing we need to do when we get on the runway is turn
It's
our...
all like traffic. Delta 2147 is departing runway 16 right. Will be a southwest departure.
Very good. So let's go ahead and release our pedal disc. All right. Throttle 40. Chrono clock on. All right, 100 knots checked. $140 knots checked. Goodness, this is a long runway. V1, rotate. We are up. Whoa, that was a pull. V2 and climb, gear is coming up. Takeoff successful out of Salt Lake. There you go. Oh, I thought we had it. There you go. Perfect. Auto throttle's coming on. That was a beautiful departure out of Salt Lake. Need to increase our speed before we engage autopilot. Flaps are still up, so that's good. Should have turned packs off, but we'll be okay for now. Let's go ahead and turn off our taxi lights and our runway lights. All right, flaps are coming up. Alright, we can then go ahead and engage our autopilot. Alright, autopilot engaged. We're not controlling the aircraft. The aircraft is controlling itself. Alright. Awesome job heading out of Salt Lake. Smooth departure. Okay, we can start heading flight level 370 because there's no... Hold on. Salt Lake Center, American 1214, flight level 9,000 feet, requesting flight level 370.
Hey buddy, you're on Salt Lake CTAF right now. Center got off.
Oh, Oh, thank you so much for letting me know. American 1214. Alright, so
Air flight.
Alright, so at your own discretion. Okay. We can go 370. Alright, we're gonna be getting our ascent, so it's awesome. Beautiful departure. Alright, 10,000 feet. Well, because the airport was at 10,000 or 6,000 feet, we're gonna wait until we turn the landing lights off. So, nice takeoff, let's say. Let's also go into the. They told me to go into the A cars. Yeah, I mean, we are tuned into. Oh my gosh, that lag is bad. I hope it's not bad getting into Dallas Fort Worth today. Yeah, that's 109.050. Perfect. Yeah, the FS Labs. We did once stream a flight from Salt Lake to Phoenix, I think. Currently descending.
Salt Lake traffic citation 5 Echo Delta, taxiing early 16 left via Kilo Sierra Hotel, crossing 16 left on Sierra for Salt Lake.
So there's definitely more VATSIM ATC today than there was yesterday. Alright, so we can turn off our landing lights since that's technically 10,000 feet. Very good. We'll then go to, go ahead and turn my camera onto regular tracking. Okay, there you go. Alright, so we're heading east, so we're heading toward the east direction, so we will be, yeah, we will be ready to go with that.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes. In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. Full details can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated. And if we could
More
be of
viewers
any
watching.
further assistance,
Hello, everyone.
then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
390. Oh, we have a constraint on. I see. All right, standard pressure is coming on, so we can. Okay, standardized, correct. And now we are ascending to 370. Are we already almost 400 knots in the... Oh my gosh. We might get crosswinds today, folks. Going to Dallas-Fort Worth. There you go. Oh, beautiful. I like Salt Lake City. It's a nice airport. 400 knots. Any second now. Any second. Any second. 400. There you go. That's true. One of our audience members just talked about the fact that because the announcement is in British, there are not many people that have Euro currency in this flight, so that is true. Okay. Are you on 122.8, Peter? Switch to Unicom with no more controller on. Okay. Sounds good. Well, I mean, I'm on...
traffic citation 5 Echo Delta, crossing 17 at Sierra, Salt Lake.
Hold on. Oh, never mind. There you go. Keenan, are you around for Discord? Seems like we are ascending quite well, so that's pretty good. We are getting a bit of a wind, and our plane is dragging a little bit. Because of the wind direction, we are getting a little bit of a crosswind, and our airplane is facing a little bit to the right because of the wind pushing. Though we are heading in a direct line. So I also need to change my Beyond ATC, or my Albatex plane. Create a new airplane. Come on. Flights. Create new. Aircraft. Create new. One, two, 1, 4. Okay. There you go. Sure thing. There you go. We'll go to our flights and create that for today. Our frames are really slow today. I wonder if it's the aircraft, if it's the FS Labs because of performance. There you go. 428 knots already. Let's hope we get some crosswinds today. We're going to be heading over the Rocky Mountains as well. Pretty fun. Every time you leave... Uh-oh. Here goes the GPU message. Every time you leave a non-ATC coverage area, you switch to 122.8 until the next controller is on, or switch to the next CTAF before descending. Okay. Sounds like a plan. I will follow that direction. Oh my gosh. 40 frames. Alright, 1 hour and 41 minutes. Oh, the GPU message is going to annoy us again. And we need to turn on auto frame FPS. Yep, there you go. MSFS auto FPS. There you go. Forgot to have it on. There's the problem. So it's probably going to lag for a second, and then it will come back and it will generate more frames. So give it a minute. We're probably going to get more frames because of it. So waiting for it to connect. I'll install new MSFS auto FPS version. I don't know if that would do anything. Okay. Hold on. Quick install. Alright, awesome. Should connect in a second. FG for our target. Sim connect. And session will go green. There you go. Okay. Let's see how this works. Alright, yeah, we're getting a few more frames now. That's amazing. Now we're getting 50 frames. Should be a little bit better. Towards 60 frames. That's good. That's pretty good. Pretty good. One hour and 40 minutes into our arrival. How is Dallas Fort Worth doing right now? Check the ATC. Let's look at the VATSIM radar. There's Dallas. Where's SLC? Oh, there's SLC. Yeah. There we go. Do we have any controllers on? Let's see. We have... Okay, do we have any VATSIM ATC on for Dallas-Fort Worth right now? Alright, so just... Okay, so... That's an arrival. No, okay. 3 aircraft at Dallas-Fort Worth right now. Frames are really low right now. Yeah, it's quite laggy. I'll say a pretty good takeoff out of Salt Lake. Go ahead and close down the VATSIM radar. Maybe that will improve it. Let's see what's going on. You should check out the VATSIM document I did for you today. I also have that in the document about 122.8 in non-ATC coverage areas. Okay. We'll look at it. Thank you so much for the recommendation. We're getting 20 frames. That's incredible. I don't know if it's the FS Labs that's having issues. I don't know why my PC is struggling to perform with this. Oh, look at that. There's lag. There is lag. Ooh. Yeah, this is getting pretty interesting. Now we're getting a few more frames, I think. Still no. Let's see if we go on the outside. Oh my god. It could be just the area of the world that's causing so much lag. This is really worrying to watch. Wow. 437 knots. We should be getting more frames than this. This is really interesting. Okay. Let me get my stream back up on chat. D34 gate expect to park at if available when arrive is also where the real flight parked today. Okay. D34, I'll have to remember that. Quite frustrated with the lag, folks. This is really getting lag. Whoa! Hold on. Let me pop the chat out. Yeah, a few more frames, so that's good. Alright, folks, so what I'm going to go do, since I'm going to go AFK and go eat something for a few minutes, I'm going to log off VATSIM. Yeah. And then... Yes, please, I want to disconnect. Whoa, more frames! Ho ho! That's really interesting. VATSIM is causing so much lag. Okay, so let me go AFK. Let me go ahead and... I'm going to do a wing view this time for a change. Alright, folks, I'll be AFK for a little bit. I'm gonna go eat for a few minutes, so I'll be back. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. How's everyone doing? Nick Forge commented in the chat. How are you, Nick? What's going on? So let's see how far we are. Oh, wow, we are working our way to Dallas-Fort Worth. We've got an hour left. We have an hour. Hold on. My audio checked. Okay, awesome. We have an hour left. There you go. I'm gonna adjust my camera a little bit, my green screen. Be okay now. Yeah. Yeah, should be good. Currently, we are going 475 knots. Awesome. Flying over the Rocky Mountains. So beautiful this is. Let's walk back onto VATSIM. Oh boy, a bit of stutter, Woo! Where VATSIM is. Connect. Okay. Oh my gosh, VATSIM is laggy right now. Yeah, I don't know why VATSIM is. Yeah, let's go ahead and keep VATSIM off for now. Because we have an hour distance. Yeah, let's go ahead. Yeah, Alvatex is okay. Wow. Quite laggy. Oh, wow. I really think VATSIM is causing some lag issues. Let's go back into the cockpit. See what that does. Yeah. It's not VATSIM, dude. It's FS Labs aircraft. It's on bad performances from community feedback. Ah, no wonder. I see what you mean. Yeah, it's probably. You're not wrong on that. Probably not surprising. I'm trying to determine if I want to land in Dallas Fort Worth with VATSIM on. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to think about it. So yeah, I hope it's not a huge issue. Let's go back to LTAC, see how. Alright, we've got 57 minutes left. 477 knots. We're currently over almost the western end. Actually, where are we right now? Alright, we just paralleling Colorado, or Denver and Colorado Springs, so I think we're in northern end of New Mexico, if I'm correct. Yeah, sounds about right. I don't know. We'll see how this all goes. I'm sure the iFly is so much better in performance. So, folks, next Sunday, we're going to do a flight from Montreal, Canada to... No, not Montreal, sorry. I had one idea mixed up with another. O'Hare to Frankfurt. Chicago O'Hare to Frankfurt, Germany. Should be about 7-8 hours, if I had to guess. Maybe 8.5. But it should be a fun flight. We're going to do Lufthansa A330. It does not operate on the route anymore. However, it is an older flight that is in operation. So there's nothing you can do. My best advice is to fly the iFly more, an A330, since that's default and has no effect with frames. Okay. Well, this flight we're going to do the FS Labs because I haven't flown it in a while and want to do a successful flight. Yeah, that's a bummer. We're going to have to deal with it. I hope getting into Dallas-Fort Worth won't be an issue. The takeoff out of Salt Lake was pretty good. Do you think they will fix the FS Labs issues? Perhaps? Well, next Sunday we're going to be doing the A330. I might do some more short-haul A330 flights if it's possible. I love the iFly, but it's just that I don't want to fly it every time I do a flight. FS Labs is such a quiet aircraft. 52 minutes until arrival. Yay! Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. On final, I'm gonna go into I'm gonna go and try VATSIM, log back in. In fact, is there any ATC on in VATSIM right now in Dallas Fort Worth? Because if there isn't, there's no choice. So I could do beyond ATC. Yeah, traffic controller. Is there any? Only one aircraft. It looks like there's no Dallas Fort Worth Center right now, so. I will determine once we get closer to the airport what we're going to do. Right now, it's not looking like it, but you never know. We'll give it a go, see how it works. Alright, so 32 frames. Now we're running really smoothly. 73 frames per second. Woohoo! Oh, now 48. Okay. So 100 frames per second is fantastic. We can also review that takeoff. It's a pretty good takeoff out of Salt Lake. Don't lie about that. I'll try and find the takeoff. Dallas-Fort Worth Airport is an incredible airport to fly into. The scenery is fantastic. No good interior, but exterior is fantastic. It's like payware quality. Okay. It was a okay takeoff, despite the jolt that happened. How far are we? Alright, 43 minutes. $75 frames. Wow. 76. We are doing pretty good. 40 minutes until our descent into Dallas-Fort Worth. Should be the next 20 minutes until we descend. 20, 25 minutes. In maybe 15 minutes, I'll try VATSIM again, see if it works. If not, we're going to use Beyond ATC to go into Dallas-Fort Worth. I really don't want to use Beyond ATC because of VATSIM, but if I have to, I have to. I might not have to land with any ATC, I'll just land the aircraft. Okay. Try our best. This aircraft is... And also, the frames are back and forth. Are you noticing that, everyone? 28 frames. It was at 76. Graphics of the scenery are amazing. And so, everyone doing anything fun this week? I'm just curious, what's going on with everyone this week? Weather is updating. 40 minutes until arrival. So we'll be in the air just before 8 o'clock p.m. We'll be down in the ground. Keenan said, what gate? D34. I'm curious where that is in Dallas-Fort Worth. D34. Oh, look. D34. D34. Let's see. Oh, I see it. There's D34. It is in the middle of the airport, which is pretty cool. Well, keep in mind, I'll get GSX ready to go. "39 minutes. Alright, we're 65% done on the flight, so that's awesome. Another 40 minutes left until our descent, 36, I think. So we are doing good on time, doing good on progress, so hey, that's awesome. I cannot wait to be in Dallas-Fort Worth. Okay. Making a mini turn. What? Okay, so let me check something. 33 minutes. Man, this is not impressing me. I might use Beyond ATC. I'm gonna try VATSIM again. If it really affects my performance, we're gonna go with Beyond ATC into Dallas Fort Worth. Yikes. I'm a little bit concerned about the FS Labs' performance. We might temporarily ground the FS Labs after this flight until the next update, so that FS Labs can fix the performance bugs. But then when they fix it, we'll keep flying it. So for now, we're gonna use the iFly. We'll try and do different airlines. Maybe some European flights, perhaps. I want to do some Europe flights. I do also want to try and do some other regions in the United States. The Midwest, or the Rocky Mountain region would be fun. I wouldn't mind flying into some Rocky Mountain regions. Jackson Hole is a nice airport. Aspen, Colorado. I'll have to see if there are any max flights into that airport. So, yeah, there are plenty of choices to choose from. Alright, so 31 minutes until arrival. I just hope this doesn't lag. I really hope. I don't want this to be an issue going into Dallas Fort Worth. If we had the FSL frame gen that could work, if we had it working, it would probably be better suited for this game. But unfortunately, because it doesn't work, it caused so much turmoil in my game to where I couldn't play it. So that frustrated me. Alright, I'm gonna go AFK for a few minutes. Or for a minute or two. Actually, for a minute or two. So I will be back. When I get back, I'm going to check my minimums for today going into the runway. And then I will try and log on to VATSIM as well. So let's see how this all plays out. But I'll be back in a minute or two. 30 minutes exactly until arrival. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Okay, awesome. Alright, so 25 minutes until our arrival. So... how are we doing, everyone? Let me go ahead and get the minimums. We're gonna go back into the cockpit. Oh, interesting. Okay, a little bit more frames in the cockpit, so that's pretty good. Go to Dallas Fort Worth. Where is Dallas Fort Worth? DFW. 18 right. ILS RWY 18 right. It looks like 18 right is going to be 106/12. So 106 will be our minimum for today. Alright, so we're getting close to our descending point. Perf page. Let's go to our next phase. Let's go and get our QNH for today. 106, I think. 06. Barometer at 106. Oh, what? Category ILS. Let me check. Let me redo that. Dallas Fort Worth INT. Okay. That's so weird. Hold on. Yeah, let's try it. ILS or LLC runway 18 left. ILS LLC 18 right. Oh yeah, that looks so much more accurate. 807 is the radio or the baro for the minimums. We will check our we will check our hang on. I'll see what it says about. Man, I cannot wait to land in Dallas Fort Worth today. 29.95. Okay. We should probably set that in the. Okay. Our temperature today is going to be 31 degrees Celsius in Dallas Fort Worth. Our wind today is going to be 120 at 6 or 120 at 6. Oops, not 9. 6. There you go. So that is. Oh gosh, big lag, big lag. Okay. Oh my gosh, as see how the standard pressure is messing with our altitude? Because our standard pressure was at 29.70, and the pressure is completely different at Dallas Fort Worth, 29.95 instead of 29.70. You see, we have the altitude adjusted automatically before I set the altitude. So I have to adjust that in order to correct for the altitude. Okay, so now the barometer. Perfecto. Let's stabilize it. It's a lot better. Perfect. Let's try VATSIM again. I really don't think we're going to get good results, folks, unfortunately. I know VATSIM, and I really, trust me, I really want to do VATSIM. I do too. It's just that the performance of the FS Labs is quite horrifying right now. Let's see what happens. Ready? Go to VATSIM. Try and connect to the simulator. Connect. Yep. Try. Okay, we are connected. No center or approaches. I mean, we're getting an okay amount of frames, but not. Yeah, kind of getting a little bit of lag. Let's go on the outside of the aircraft, see what that does. Oh boy, that's quite a bit of lag, so I hope this doesn't interfere. If we have to turn it off when getting into Dallas-Fort Worth, we might have to. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. For now, what we'll do is we'll do CTAF. .CTAF KDFW 126.550. Hang on. Okay, 126.550. 126.550. Oh, we're getting a little bit more frames now. 126.550. Oh, come on. There you go. Alright, there you go. Yeah, I'm seeing that we're getting a few more frames now, so that's pretty good. If that changes when we get into Dallas, then... Oh, well, we're going to have to stop using VATSIM then for the rest of the stream. Okay, cool. Going into Dallas-Fort Worth as we speak. Getting close to descending time, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and begin getting the altitude ready to go. $5,000 feet. So far, VATSIM looks like it's working, so looks like VATSIM is behaving itself. Very good. Very, very, very good. Okay, we're almost at our descending point. Almost there. .475 knots. Going consistently at 470, I've noticed. Alright, any second. Any second. Alright, let's go ahead. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, we are descending into Dallas-Fort Worth. Let's do this. My goodness, that is... Coordinate Alpha, Texas. Let's see where we are. Yeah, I mean, we're getting there. $40 knots. Descending into Dallas Fort Worth as we speak. So, folks, we're doing it. Oh boy. Actually, a little bit better in frames. Here we are. You can hear the engines quieting down. The FS Labs is a beast at descending. All right, 30,000 feet. We set the altitude? Yeah, we did. That's good. Okay. Oh, a bit of stutter. The AFK for a minute. Awesome. All right, I'm back. All right, let's log on to VATSIM. Okay. Connect. Yep, connect. I'm getting an okay amount of frames. 126.550. All right, let's go ahead and turn off our standard pressure. Awesome. We are doing pretty good. Coming into Dallas-Fort Worth here shortly. 16,600 feet. All right, we were just surpassing 400 knots and going down, so 399. Heading down to 250. All right, now 270. Ooh, bit of lag. So far, VATSIM's not that laggy, so that's pretty good. $14,000 feet. Getting 50 frames, we should be able to use VATSIM coming into Dallas-Fort Worth. Let me see if there's anyone on VATSIM who's in Dallas-Fort Worth. Got, it looks like one aircraft. One aircraft on Elitex, one on VATSIM, so. Okay. Let me check the current radar. Oh, goodness, okay. It's Fort Worth. No, it's Houston. Where's Dallas, Fort Worth? There you go. Yeah, one aircraft. I'll definitely make my intention clear of landing in runway 18 left. All right, there you go. $13,000 feet. That's beautiful. See the potentiality for a thumbnail. Whoa, that looks pretty cool. Might be a Altex picture. Okay, there you go. There you go. Anything else? Oh yeah, there you go. All right, 11,600 feet. Coming into Dallas-Fort Worth pretty soon. So we should be approaching in the next 10 minutes. Should be okay coming into DFW. You can see some lakes coming up in our distance. We also want to get spoilers armed. There you go. Let me arm it properly. Hold on. There you go. Armed. 10,000 feet, so that means seatbelts are coming on. Very good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrest down, and window blind open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to take with you. The toilets are no longer in service.
I love this FS Labs announcement panel. It's awesome. I love it. All right. 8,500 feet up in the air. We should be in Dallas here in the next few minutes. So, can't wait to land this aircraft. Woohoo! Yeah, should not be bad. All right. 8,100 feet. Let's go ahead and go to medium auto brake for today's arrival. $5,000 will be our first flap, heading degree. 5,000 we also want to be at 220 knots, so I will be setting that. Throttle's still at climb, so that should be okay. I don't know why it says idle. It's interesting. Probably because we were at such low power for the auto throttle. I see. Alright, we'll be... Oh, yay. Really sharp turn. Did you see that bank angle? Oh, yeah. 276 knots. Okay. Alright, 269 knots. Alright. We're going to go down to 210. Or is that 230? Yeah, 230 knots. Okay. So it should be okay. So it should be. I would recommend 220, but let's see what happens. Alright, so we're approaching Dallas-Fort Worth, folks. So we will be heading into... I'll let the air traffic control, the pilots at Dallas-Fort Worth know that I'm landing, so... Yep. Alright, we're going down to 230 knots. That also means we can probably put our first flap down any moment. Let's also go down to 3,000. Alright, 244 knots. Sweet. And yeah, 230 knots. So now we can go down to 3,000 feet. We will also begin our autopilot approach, or putting the approach mode on. Our landing speeds as well. I think I'm in sight with the airport. You can see it way off in the distance. All right. Alright, so flaps 1 coming down. I should have put it down a tiny bit earlier. Should probably adjust our speed. 200 knots. So far, VATSIM's looking okay. Alright, so we remaining 200 knots. So that's not a bad speed going into Dallas-Fort Worth. The 3000's a reasonable.
For landing, please.
Okay. Well, let's see our flight plan. They recommend 2430. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to go 2400.
Ladies and gentlemen, as normal procedures in the hours of darkness to dim the cabin lights, you'll find a reading light in the panel above your head, should you wish.
So when we get to 3,000 feet, we will go to flaps degree. Sorry, speed 180. Flaps 2 are coming down. Aircraft is adjusting to get to the flap degree. Coming in. So we want to start slowing our speed down here in a moment. All right, we are slowing down to 180, 3,200 feet. Oh man.
2,500.
2,500 checked. Our final speed today, I think, will be, go to our perf page, next phase, previous phase. 136. We probably want to go 5 knots increase, so 141. We'll go 141 today. All right.
DFW traffic, American 2377, downwind for runway 18 right. We'll call final.
American 1214, heading direct ILS 118 right, heading right into final approach. All right, so let's go down to 160. 165, okay. Okay, we could probably begin putting gear down. Start putting flaps 3 down. All right, 18 right. There you go. Coming in. Hopefully this is not laggy coming in. What a sharp turn that is. All right, we are aligned on the runway. Approach mode's on, checked. Glide slope is activating, checked. Go ahead and head down to 150. Full flaps coming down. So we said 137.42. 36, 141. All right, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the landing into Dallas-Fort Worth today. Please wish me luck. Hang on. Hold on. Ooh, this is a late effort. All right, let's do this. Autopilot approach is working pretty well, so Yes, folks. Wish me luck. American 1214. I am on final for runway 18 right. No ATC on, so I wanted to warn the pilots at the airport. Medium brake. Little asymmetric. There you go. Okay. 1,500 feet. Alright, looking good, looking good. Notice that we might be a little bit off-centered. The aircraft is leveling a little bit. Coming in pretty close. We're directly on glide slope, so that's awesome. Yeah, we can see that we're pretty low. We're at 1,000. We will disconnect.
$500.
500 feet. Let's go ahead and disconnect. Weird. All right. All right, we are arriving.
100 above.
100 above. Those are our minimums verified.
Minimum.
Minimums checked.
$100.
Ooh, seem a little bit low.
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard 10.
Oh, felt okay. Ooh, got in. Alright, so let's go ahead and put our pedal disc on. Forgot to record the landing. Oh no. Well, hopefully we received it. Alright, landing lights are coming off. Strobe lights are coming off. Alright, APUs can come on. Alright, so let's direct our map. Oh! Wow! Alright! I think we received a good landing, folks. But just off center, too, so that's... I hope we receive the clip. So I know where D35 is. There's no one in Dallas-Fort Worth right now. Oh boy, here's the stutter. Here's the stutter. Okay, there we go. Forgot to put the flaps up too, so...
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, or internet access may now be used. Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat, and in the overhead lockers. Do take care when opening the lockers in case anything falls out. Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your journey.
Well, that is true. Oh yeah, here's Dallas Fort Worth, everyone. Go to GSX and then let's set the gate as well. D35. Oh, okay. Hang on. Going a bit fast. Services, please load. Weird. Weird, come on.
DFW traffic, American 2377, 10 mile final, 18 right, Dallas traffic.
Let's see. We don't want to turn right here, that's a gate. I think our next right will be coming up.
DFW traffic, Cessna 707 Lima Tango is 5 to the east. Going to be transitioning over the field at 2000 westbound for DFW.
Okay, so that gate right there. Got it. So we're going to be making a right-hand turn. Yeah, this aircraft's quite sensitive to rudder pedal twisting and turning, so... Okay. Oh, stuttered. There you go. Gate D 34. Okay. Hang on 1 second, I've got to adjust something. Sorry for stopping. Yikes, that is really D34.
DFW traffic, American 2377, 5 mile final, 18 right, final call, Dallas traffic.
No. Okay. There we go. Pretty close.
DFW traffic, Cessna 707 Lima Tango, transitioning over the field at 2000 from the east westbound for DFW.
Next gate right here will be it. Oops. Hey. Can't seem to control it that well. We're going to make our final turn into the gate. Ooh. Yeah, this aircraft is... My gosh. Like, this aircraft cannot... Very bad at controlling rudder and power sometimes. Okay. My God. Come on. Go. Thank you.
Due to the traffic, 707 Lima Tango, departing airspace to the west, clear of VFW 4 due to the traffic.
Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This is really bad. I feel bad for this fast. Ay, ay, ay. Come on, keep moving.
Dallas traffic, American 2377, clear of 18 right, we'll hold short 18 left. Taxiing to Delta 17.
My gosh. My God, I can't even control this. Yeah, this is... Let's go ahead and set the parking brake. It's just that the FS Labs is so bad at its function. Alright, well, we're parked. Alright, well, that was interesting. Alright, jet engines off.
Dallas traffic, American 2377, crossing 18 left, Whiskey Lima.
Operate the jetway, request deboarding. Oh, that's right.
Captain Crew, thank you very much for your hard work today. Your doors are clear to open.
Alright, deboarding has been requested. Awesome. Alright. Sweet. Very good. So that that sound was the jetway connecting. Sweet. All right, there you go. Fleet flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, your portable electronic devices must not be used until you are inside
What's my
the
profile
airport.
now at?
When disembarking, please take care and hold
Went
on
back
to the
down.
handrails while walking down the stairs.
Oh,
Please ensure that you supervise your children, and for your own safety, do not
Negative
walk
89 for our
underneath the
landing rate today. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just after the 5th square. Little bit unacceptable, but not bad. Completely off center. That was... Ay, ay, ay. Alright, so... We're down on the ground, everyone. Glad you enjoyed the flight today. Okay. I'll also check the clip on the landing out. I want to see. So I'll show you all LTEX. I hope it captured. It did! Yay! It did capture it. Awesome. So, what did you all think of the flight? Did you all enjoy it? Alright, we are here. Dallas, Fort Worth. Let's take a look at our mass and balance. See how that's going. Very cool. Okay. Let's also take a look at the landing in Elvatex. Okay. I have 1 or 2 issues with it, but I will be fair and let me get it up before I give my critique. Hold on. So Elvatex, here's Elvatex. Okay. So we received a negative 89, which is fantastic for a landing rate, for an FPM. However, here's the however. Off-centered. That's a problem. Then we need to work on our centering. The G-force is pretty good as well, 1.03. Anything under 1.1 is considered acceptable. 1.1 is a little bit strong. So, negative 89, 130 knots, pretty good for a landing. A little bit off-center, but hey, it's not bad. It's in between the 5th and 6th square. Let me go back to landing. Hold on. There you go. Definitely keeping that flight. Yeah, let's see. Where are the squares in the runway? All right, 1st square, 2nd square, 3rd square, 4th square, 5th square. Anything before the 6th square is considered legal. Mine is considered legal. However, between the 3rd and 5th square is where it's considered acceptable. So mine's a little bit unacceptable, but it is legal. So, we're gonna take off 0.5 points for that. The center line, I'm gonna take off 10 points for that. So speed was pretty good. Knots was pretty good. Landing rate was pretty good. 8.5. I'm going to give it 8.5. Pretty good. Couple of things that could be improved for next time. Let's take a look at Volanta. Hold on 1 second. All right, let's go to Volanta. All right, let's take a look at the flights. There you go. Let's see how it calculated. Sweet. They gave me an 89. They gave me a 70. Whoa. Are you kidding me? Oh, wow. Alvatex is probably more accurate, so I don't know. That's just disappointing that it was off-centered. If it was off-centered, if it was more centered, I would have said, let's give it a 9. That's what's pushing me below. But pretty good for a landing. Pretty good. We did slow down on time. We did exit off of a good ramp. So there you go. Yay. We're in Dallas-Fort Worth successfully. So there you go. Okay. So I'm going to upload the landing to YouTube. So, we'll watch. So we got 123 passengers left. So, I'm gonna say, flight was overall pretty good. I really liked it a lot. So, there you go. Okay. Alright, anyone new to the chat? Anything going on? Okay, nope, that's okay. Crop. So, we crop this, enable crop, 9:16, there we go. Okay, that should work. Done. Alright, we got that. with this. Okay. Grab Dallas Fort Worth. Steel Series.
DFW America 1, turning 10 mile final, 17 center.
Some. Excuse me. Publish. All right, folks. American Airlines landing is up. There you go. Let's see how far we are. All right, we're pretty close. 56 packs. There's no way that sounds like 56 passengers. packed.
DFW American 1, exited 17 center, crossing 17 right at Echo Lima.
Okay. Well, folks, it looks like all of our passengers are deboarded. So I want to thank all of you for joining us on today's stream from Salt Lake City to Dallas-Fort Worth. Thank you so much, ground crew, for taking care of us today as well. Did I forget to turn my beacon off? Ay, ay, ay. Looks like I did. There you go. My mistake. So, once again, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate your time today. It's been a pleasure being your pilot from Dallas-Fort Worth to Salt Lake City. Thank you so much for watching. Our next stream will be on Saturday, next weekend. So, thank you for tuning in to all of the streams this weekend. So, we are undetermined on what we'll do. We're not determined on what we'll do on Saturday, but Sunday we will be doing Chicago O'Hare to Frankfurt, Germany in the Airbus A330. So, thank you so much for watching today's stream. We will let you know on what we're doing on Saturday. Thank you for watching. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you.